Hey all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the great state of Texas, more specifically San Antonio, and we're looking for something, but I forgot what it was. So let me see, what was it? What was I looking for here? Let me see. Oh yeah, the Alamo, right there. I'm at the Alamo, and I've always envisioned kind of what the Alamo looked like in my head, and I always like seen it like out in the desert. You go out into this desolate part, and the Alamo is standing by itself. But this place, surrounded by buildings, surrounded by skyscrapers over there somewhere. Yeah, right there. So I'm not gonna pretend to be some sort of expert on the Alamo. I don't know the full history. That's why I'm here, to learn. I am a tourist and I will tour. So anyone out there, you know, I'm here to learn. Anyone that may know a little more than me, feel free to chime in and educate me about the Alamo. Check out these Segway hooligans over here. It's a Segway gang. I think that guy's their leader. Now here's a little Alamo tidbit that tour guide probably won't tell you. And that is, on this monument, this statue right outside the Alamo, is where noted heavy metal musician and raving drug-fueled maniac Ozzy Osbourne urinated. Apparently he peed on this monument in front of the Alamo. The city of San Antonio, and probably most of America, saw that as a bit disrespectful, and Ozzy was banned from San Antonio until years later he gave a generous donation of cash and was finally allowed back in the city. And you know it's happened. You know some Ozzy fans have tried to find the spot and pee where Ozzy peed. Yeah, I wonder if this guy's entire job is to keep people from peeing on the statue. Yeah, look at all these giant buildings behind the Alamo. We got the Marriott, got the Hyatt. That almost looks like some sort of Space Needle. Apparently they don't allow any filming on the interior sections of the Alamo. Makes you wonder what they're hiding in there. This is the final resting place where Davy Crockett was murdered. Wow. And this is pretty cool right here. A literal line in the sand was drawn here in front of the Alamo, right where that brass line is. So cool, where the Americans drew the line to set up their side of the fight against the Mexican army. Yeah, looking over that information desk, you gotta wonder how many times a day does someone make the joke that they want to see the basement of the Alamo, and you gotta wonder how unfunny they think it is. Every time I see cannons, I think about my grandfather on my father's side. He actually passed away before I was born, but he was an avid photographer and would take lots of pictures of his children. So we would go through the photo albums, and I remember he would, there would be like picture of a cannon, and then there would be like an individual picture as each one of the kids had their picture taken sitting on the cannon. And my dad had 10 brothers and sisters, so it would be a lot of pictures of people sitting on cannons.
Make a big noise and a lot of smoke. No, not today.
Definitely envy that guy's chops. Maybe I should go for that. All right, I want to see the accuracy here. The Alamo versus the Adam the Woo Alamo tattoo. The only main difference is the giant petunia out front.
Yes, can't forget the petunia.
This is a place that I will remember the rest of my life. The good old, whatchamacallit. Here in Texas, I'm actually getting quite fond of this Big Red soda. Big Red. I don't know, I really want to get the full Alamo experience. So I think I might stop in for a nice Alamo Chinese massage. Maybe not. It looks like some sort of river cleaning boat. All seriousness, this is super amazing right here. The remains of the Alamo heroes, the Americans that fought to defend the Alamo, are in this church. This is just absolutely incredible. Here lies the remains of Davy Crockett and James Bowie, who was the inventor of the Bowie knife. In this tomb, there's also remains of other Americans who fought to defend the Alamo. That is just too incredible. I can hardly believe this. Apparently in 1936, to celebrate the anniversary, they actually opened up the box to let the public view the actual bones. Wow. Now, this is the famed San Antonio Riverwalk. It's pretty cool, almost like Venice or something. Good, how are you? This amazing steer right here. I want to touch it, but I cannot. Check that out. Those are some long horns on that bull. Notice everywhere you go in Texas, at least a lot of places have this no open carry. I guess they have to let people know that under their private business, they don't want people walking in with a gun. All right, this is super cool. In the Menger Saloon. This, as you can see over my shoulder, there's a bull moose. And good reason, because this is where Teddy Roosevelt recruited Rough Riders to go fight the Spanish-American War. If you look over here, there are bullet holes right here and right here. And apparently, the idea was that up there on the top story, Teddy Roosevelt and another Rough Rider had a contest to see who could shoot the closest to the mirror without breaking it. And of course, Teddy won.